Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at some more Ultra League Remix battles featuring a crazy team that I did put together here. We're going to be going with Scrafty in the lead, which is going to be an XL, not completely XL'd up as to what it should be, but we're best buddies, so it's going to have a decent CP at 2466, and you can take a look at the IVs there. Standard moves, we have Power Punch, Foul Play, and of course Counter. We're going to be pairing it up with Gengar and Nidoqueen Shadow. Now, we are going to be extremely weak to Psychic, specifically Confusion users in the back once Scrafty does go down. So how am I going to handle that? There's going to be plenty of examples, plenty of them, as well as other weaknesses that we're going to be vulnerable to with these two Pokemon regarding the poison typing. All right, as far as that is concerned, there's really not much more to say other than I had a blast today. This team was freaking awesome, and let's go ahead and get into it. So up against the Granbull here, we're going to go ahead and shield this Crunch, which is going to do a lot of damage, farming it all the way down in a shieldless battle here. So we need to be on our toes here, get ready to use our move. They're going to be bringing in that Feraligatr that's doing super effective with the waterfall damage. We're going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang, and I'm hoping I can farm down. Thank goodness we're able to do that. And we're going to go straight for the Earth Power here on the Galvantula, or the Crustal, sorry. And go for the Foul Play, instantly swapping into the Scrafty here, and this is going to not do it. A couple more. They're going for their charge move. Hey, I like that fighting spirit. Putting a fight up until the very bitter end. That's what I like to see. Taking the win with the Scrafty here. Let's go. We're going to see some pretty intense battles, folks. So give it a thumbs up. Go grab a snack, and let's see what we have up against a Snorlax. So this is going to be good for us. They're going to be retreating with energy. And yes, I am swapping into a Gengar up against a Gallade here. It's a little bit risky, but you have to do it with this kind of a lineup with two Pokemon weak to the Confusion. So doing as much damage as we can before we do go down, as well as getting a shield. So this is pretty good. Now we're going to go ahead and bring in the Nidoqueen here because I'm suspecting a close combat, but they're going Leaf Blade. Okay, that's perfectly fine. As long as we get this Confusion user out of the way, I think we're going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and shield this up here. They are down a shield, and so are we. We have some decent energy here, so let's see what we're going to have to deal with. Coming back in here with the Snorlax. Now, I'm feeling like I kind of need to keep this thing alive in case there is a Charm user in the back, but at this point, it's so low. They swap into a Mew as we do bring in our Scrafty here. Very interesting, and I'm getting a little nervous because Superpower is going to, I think, almost take us out now within this range. Well, if they get a charge move off, we'll be easily in range. So it looks like they're trying to double up on their charge move here. I just keep going Power Punch. I'm just trying to get that shield, but at this point, I feel like I just can farm down with Nidoqueen. We're going to go ahead and let it go through. It is an Ice Beam of all moves, so thank goodness it wasn't some sort of wild charge. In comes the Snorlax, and I do believe we're going to shield this up so we can get off the Power Up Punch. Even if they're able to get off another Body Slam here and take us out, Nidoqueen is going to go in and Poison Jab down for the win, and we have another fighter here until the bitter end. Hey, I love it. Go for it. Absolutely. I'm not going to be one of those people like, just back out already. I mean, give me a break. You're having a good battle, you know, fight until the very end, even if it looks like a loss. That's all right. Then I back out too. Okay, I'm just going to say. Anyways, we are met with a Execute. Good lead. They're going to be swapping into a Blaziken. Took me a second to think about what I should bring in here. And we're going to go ahead and let that Blaze Kick go through, seeing that the counters are going to be doing much at all. And we're going to be able to take them out with a Shadow Claw. Now they're going to come right back in here and farm us down with that Snorlax, of course. Or they're going to, Exeggutor coming in with Confusion. Thinking about the last battle. Bringing in the Scrafty, getting off the Foul Play as soon as possible. Because we don't really want to take a Seed Bomb. That's just simple as that. Just taking it out as quick as possible. Typhlosion is coming back into the fight here. We're going to go ahead and go with the Power Punch. See if we get a shield. No shield. They're still holding on to 2. And at this point, they're like, yeah, that's probably not going to be happening for me. So good game there. Moving on to our next opponent, we're met with a Dragonite. This is not a good lead. So we did see that they have some lag there. Okay, yeah. So I took advantage of that. Hey, what am I supposed to do, folks? I don't know if they're actually gaining energy. Who knows what's going on anymore? I'm all for fair play and being even. And if somebody's lagging, you know, sometimes, you know, just let them have a few quick moves. Or don't shield up a situation. But at this point, I'm sorry. But Go Battle League is so broken. It's just like, you know, keep tapping, unfortunately. Anyways, we have the Snorlax here, and this is good. Doing as much damage as we can before we do go down here. Don't think we're going to shield this. Oh, we are. Okay. All right. Never mind. So we have used 2 shields, and they have used none. Sometimes you got to do that and it feels like you're going to lose, but you never know what's going to happen. Let's see how this does play out here. So we're swapping into Gengar. Very nice. Holding on to that counter user because we might need it in the back. Hey, it's a Magnezone Shadow. There you go. So we did catch the Body Slam, not very effective with Gengar. They're swapping into Magnezone, a shieldless battle here. If they want to go for Wild Charge, they're going to, lower their stats. They're going for a Mirror Shot, but we're able to get to another Shadow Punch. Let's get it. Gengar putting in that work, and not going to be enough to take it out. But we're going to just simply go in here with the Nidoqueen, just absorb whatever they're going to throw at us. And then I do believe I just swap into Scrafty here. Take the win with the counter. Snorlax, take the win with the counter. Looking, you already know, good. All right, let's keep it moving here, folks. And met with the Mewtwo. Now, this is technically you'll lose this matchup with the Scrafty in the 1-to-1 shield situation, as I've seen on PV Poke, but I've done this battle a few times and it's super comfortable. Dynamic Punch is going to hurt, but yeah, they're baiting us with Side Strike. Okay, very nice. We got one foul play through. Let's see if we can bait their shield. All right, we baited them right back. Okay, that would have done about as much as a counter. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through. Dynamic Punch, but it's not going to be enough. We will survive these confusions. Able to get to the foul play here. And they're letting it go through. What do they have? It's Snorlax. So this is great. We're going to be able to tack on some damage, but they're swapping while gaining energy on their Snorlax and swapping into Gengar, locking themselves, but to catch a not very effective charge move. I mean, yeah, good play. If you're put in a corner, you got to do what you got to do. I got to say, any sort of catch is going to be very clean and nice. Bringing back that Snorlax, and, well, we're going to bait here. This is a Focus Blast. You better look out. You better shield. And they do. Oh, you're kidding me. Let's get it. So we're in the clear here. I think we're going to go ahead and just bring in the Nidoqueen and start doing some damage with that. Seeing that we still have a shield, I mean, what's the point? No need to bring in the Scrafty here so they can just farm us down a little bit more with that lick, giving them even more energy. So we're going to go ahead and shield up this Body Slam because we are starting to get a little bit low and there's no need to flex. For some reason, as I say that, I go for Earth Power. So what we could have easily done is just went for the Poison Fang, and then the ensuing Poison Jabs would have been enough to take it out, but we go all in for Earth Power and take the win like that. Okay, I suppose. Into our next battle here, we're met with a Granbull. Horrible lead, and it does have Charm. Okay, let's see if we can work around this. Swapping into Gengar. They're bringing in a Confusion user. Armor Mewtwo, here we go. I'm telling you, folks, as long as you have some finesse, you're going to be able to work around this. And when I do put my teams together, I don't just throw them together and then go on Battle Online. I don't go over to PV Poke to do simulations, although if you do that, that's perfectly fine. I do sit around and think and just look at the team. So I'm just going to tell you how I do this. I literally look at my team, and obviously I confirm what moves they do have, but I'm sitting there in the Go Battle League screen with the 3 Pokemon. I just look at them and just constantly go through all kinds of different scenarios in my head. I just find that to just be a lot more useful for myself because I've played out these scenarios myself instead of looking at the simulation. So it's kind of engraved into my mind what I need to do in a situation, right? So, I mean, you got two poison types with a extremely weak to Charm user in the front. It's a very frail team, and it's going to be, requiring you to be aligned correctly. And if you're not aligned, then you're going to have to do some really crazy plays to pull yourself out of a bad situation. So that's how I kind of do it. I don't think I've ever really explained that to anybody before, but that's what I do. I just sit there and look at the team for, I don't know, a good 15 minutes. And even before the next day, I kind of think about what team I want to use. But I can put a lot of good teams together, folks, and I've done a lot of other ones behind the scenes. Like I've said before, I just do not show them to you. Anyway, you like that explanation a little long. So we have a good matchup here up against Snorlax. Got to look out for Body Slam, so look out for Superpower, but we're calling a Body Slam, so good on us. Going to go ahead and go for the Power Up Punch, and they swapped into Mandibuzz. Now, I was a little nervous here, thinking I'm just going to go ahead and just stay in here with the Scrafty because, well, I mean, we don't really want to go up against the Dark type with our Gengar, and I'm just going to hold on to Nidoqueen. We're just going to attack on the damage here. Going to go ahead and shield up that first Aerial Ace. We're going to let this one go through because we don't want to use both of our shields right away here. Alright, so Aerial Ace doing a good amount of damage, but we're super resisting the quick move. I mean, we're dark ourselves and fighting, so we have a massive resistance to that. We don't need to worry about that whatsoever. We could have technically shielded this up, farmed them down, but I'm going to go ahead and let it go through. And I do believe bring in Gengar and farm down and get a little bold here. hoping they don't get to their foul play, and they don't. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and just farm them all the way down and give the illusion as if we're going for a Focus Blast. If we can get another shield from a Snorlax, from a Shadow Punch, all right, beautiful. We're looking good. And we're going to go ahead and throw another one, make them think twice about hitting that shield. They don't let it go through. They don't want to use that last one or get baited again. And we're going to go ahead and let this go through. A Body Slam. Okay, not very effective, but still doing some damage. Now, this one will take us out here. We did have energy. Why didn't I get it off? Well, I want to go in here with Nidoqueen and farm down, but they're going to be instantly swapping into their Abomasnow here. But we're still going to be able to win this matchup. We're going to go ahead and lower their defense. They're letting that go through. All right, so yeah, you don't necessarily want to shield up the first Poison Fang on a lot of Pokemon, but if you're taking super effective damage and you're in this situation, not saying that they made a bad call, I'm just saying, you may want to shield it up, because after I get off the Poison Fang, those Poison Jabs are really going to add up, but I don't think it would have really mattered anyways. We take the win, looking good. On to our next opponent. Good game to my last opponent as well. So, horrible lead. Does it have Charm? Yes, it does. Oh my gosh. Did you see the skip and lag? Oh my gosh, this game is so bad sometimes. Anyway, we're going to be swapping into Gengar here. And they're going to be bringing in the Stunfisk. So we're going to build up the Focus Blast. Shoot. Shoot, guys and gals. Should have went for it. They let it go through, and I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They go for a Rock Slide. We survive. Like with 1 HP, I couldn't believe it. I'm going to go ahead and get off a Shadow Punch. I mean, might as well before we go down a little bit of extra damage. And then we're going to bring in the Scrafty here. And as much as I wanted to farm down, I don't really want to take an Earthquake, to be honest. So we're just going to go ahead and get off that Power Punch. And it looks like we're getting ready to swap here, because we know they're going to come back in with that Ninetales with Charm. And there it is. They're instantly swapping into Glade, figuring I was going to swap as well. Now, what do I do in this situation? Poke. What you do? Huh? You got to... double weak to Confusion team. Now you're in a jam. Yeah, am I really? Am I really? Am I really though? Nidoqueen is a freaking awesome Pokemon. Let me just put it that way. I vouched for 100% when its attacks got buffed, and here we are. Let's go. The IVs weren't the best, as you've seen in the beginning, because it's just what I had lying around. That was going to be Shadow and had Frustration TM'd away. So we're getting off that Poison Jab. We're going down, and I'm thinking, crap. Wait a minute, hold on. We're going to be able to win this. This is not very effective, but we have lowered their defense here. And it's not that big of a tank, and we take the win. Do you like that? Let's go. That's how you handle a bad lead, a bad swap. Let's catch it. Next battle, we have a good lead, though. Okay, finally, something nice and juicy here. So for the Gengar, why do I have Focus Blast still? Because, I don't know, I just figured I didn't need to switch it. Let's just run it. And it really didn't come useful for me today, to be honest. To be completely honest, if you're going to run this team, you can go Focus Blast, but you may want to go with Sludge Bomb. I don't think you want to get stuck with all Ghost moves, just a little heads up. So no Shadow Ball, no Shadow Punch, and of course, Shadow Claw. Maybe go for that Sludge Bomb and Shadow Punch. Alright, anyways, we are up against a Skarmory here, so we're going to go ahead and go in with Gengar, seeing that the Poison Jabs are not going to be doing anything up against that XL. And we're going to go ahead and Shadow Claw down at the expense of a shield, but that's fine. Bringing in that Galarian Stunfisk. I'm not going to build up the Focus Blast. There's no point. I'm just going to go Shadow Ball or Shadow Punch. Like I said, if I mess up some of these names on these moves that I'm saying, or maybe even some Pokemon, it just happens, okay? You know what I mean. You can put it in the comments, help the algorithm if you like. But anyway, we're going to be in that situation again where we got a Confusion user, and we're forced to go up against them. Like I've said before, though, we don't need to worry, because you just got to strategize. You got to think about this instantly when you're in battle. So we're getting off that. They're taking us down now. How I figure I'm going to win this is we're going Power Up Punch. I know it's not very effective, but we've lowered their defense. We have such a nice resistance to the Confusion. We are part fighting, so it's not as resisted as it should be, but whatever. We're going to still be okay. Now I'm just praying they don't get to another charge, but we're able to counter them down. In comes the Galarian Stunfisk, and we're just going to go straight for the Power Up Punch and take the win. There you go. Yeah, we had a good lead. Yeah, sure. But that doesn't mean you're going to, be doing okay in the back, right? So for the next battle, we're met with another Scrafty. They instantly retreat because maybe they've noticed that mine was a little bit more XL. No, we're just going to straight up lose that. And they're bringing in the Nidoqueen. I figured I'm just going to bring in Gengar here. We're calling the Earth Power, which, good call. And this is just going to be a straight Shadow Punch fest because, well, obviously not Focus Blast. Now, I wanted to farm down here, but I don't want them to get off another Earth Power. or at least to lower our defense with the Poison Fang. So what are they going to come back in here with? It's going to be that Scrafty, of course. What am I thinking? Of course they're going to come back in here with that. So we are going to let this go through. Or shield it up. Why do I keep calling everything wrong? So we're using, again, 2 shields before they've even used 1. That's what this team is calling for. And they swapped to catch it with a Crobat, Focus Blast. Probably one of the most resisted things you can do there, unfortunately for me. Fighting to a poison and flying, that's a bad situation. And at that point, I literally almost hit back out. Yeah, it got me tilted. It really did. It was annoying. But it was a good catch. You got to give credit where credit is due, for sure. They're going for Shadow Ball, taking us out. We are shieldless. So what the heck am I going to do here? Some of you see what's going to happen. It's not like a super bad, dire situation. But we're going to see how this does work out. So going for the Power Punch on their Scrafty here. So what am I going to do? We're going to go ahead and swap to catch a Power Punch from them. They want to play catch? We can play catch. Let's go. All right. Yeah, they resist Ghost, but it doesn't really resist completely. Look at, watch. Oh, it's adding up. Oh. They're going to have to use their energy sooner or later, and they're not going to be able to build up enough for this and the next, so they just let it go down. And there you go. There you go, folks. Into the next battle. We're met with a horrible lead. Okay, does it have charm? Yes, it does. So we're going to retreat. Here we go again. And they're swapping into an Excadrill. Now, that's super effective to me. And it is technically a counter, but we're also going to be hitting it pretty hard back because Excadrill is just squishy, and we're doing some nice neutral damage with our, Glass Cannon, Gengar. So I do believe I may double shield yet again, folks. We're going to go for another double shield. I just was feeling it today, and it was just working out good. So I figure, okay, shield this up and Shadow Claw down, build up plenty of energy, and I think we'll be okay. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. They come in with a duplex. Woof! Spicy. All right, they get extra spice points, definitely, for that. So they're going to farm us down here, but I'm not nervous at all because, well, we're just going to go in here with Scrafty. Fire's neutral. Don't have to worry about any sort of fire move. And, well, they're not going for any sort of psychic. We're going to be making a simultaneous swap. They bring in that Granbull, and at this point, I'm like, yep, that's a locked-in GG's for me. All right, so sure, they can go for Psychic here, but doesn't really matter. We're going to be able to get to the Poison Fang before they can do that, and this is going to take the win. Looking good. Let's keep it moving here, folks. Hope you do enjoy my teams, and they do help you out. As a matter of fact, I see your comments, and they do. So excellent. So we're met with a Typhlosion here. Now, this is not really bad or good, or it's just whatever. Typhlosion's a good Pokemon, as you know. I had my Typhlosion days. Now, something this trainer did very odd. I don't know if I'm just miscounting, but they had 2 Blast Burns here. And I figured, I was like, man, you just wasted it. You could shield and then hit it. But I don't know. Maybe they should have hit the Blast Burn sooner. But it doesn't matter. Anyways, they have a Snorlax out here, and we're able to get to a Power Punch. They're going to be able to get some okay farm here going on. But we're able to bring them down to half health with the Scrafty. Bringing in the Nidoqueen because it's just probably better. A better situation than the Gengar, right? And we're going to go ahead and get off the Poison Fang here, letting that Body Slam go through and holding on to that last shield here. And they're swapping after we get that off into a Dragonite. So what we're going to do is go for a Poison Fang, swap into Gengar, and GG's. Yep, pretty much. All right, since the defense has been lowered, we're just going to be doing crazy damage with Gengar here, but at the same time, they're also dealing it to us right back with that Dragon Tail. Ridiculous damage. Gotta love that new buff to PvP. Going for a Dragon Claw, taking us out. In comes the Nidoqueen here. And now we have to make the call. We have to shield this up. I mean, there is no other way. And we're going to go ahead and Poison Jab down here. Build up plenty of energy. In comes the Snorlax, and we go for the Poison Fang. I waited a second, got nervous that they might hit a Body Slam. Don't know why I wasn't tapping on that immediately. But we're still taking the win there. Looking good. On to our next opponent here, folks. And take a look at my GBL score. It's just going to go up and up and up and up and up and up. It could have been a little bit better. But you know how that goes. Anyways, they're going to be swapping as we do bring in our Gengar here into a Kingdra. This is not really bad or good. I mean, the only bad part is the fact that Dragon Breath is just going to melt us away. And they're going to be able to farm us down, have energy for whatever we do bring in. Alright, so like I've said before, my videos regarding the commentary are kind of like one of those dolls put together from all different kinds of fabrics. It's just like, it looks unique. You know, it may not be the prettiest thing around, but it gets the job done. It is a doll, and it is there. So that's what our commentary is like. What am I talking about? Just the different kind of voices that I have. I'm going to get a solid mic. It's just hard to stick with a just a solid voice throughout these longer videos with the commentary, using microphones that do connect to my phone. I know I see a lot of your suggestions, but I've done them all. I've done them all. Let the mic warm up, you know, get a new mic and all that stuff, but it is what it is. Anyways, that's enough about that. Up against the Galvantula, we're looking pretty good. We're playing around this battle. We're dancing. You know, you want to dance? Let's go. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take him out with the Poison Fang. In comes the Granbull, and oh boy, Nidoqueen's putting in that work. We throw in the Scrafty to just take this here. They don't hit all the bubbles, and we are going to be able to actually tack on a little bit of extra damage, doing a lot more than I suspected. Holy cow, okay, that's good to know. Bringing in Nidoqueen and taking the win with the shield left, getting a little risky here with 1 HP, or maybe 2. Okay, on to our next opponent here. Let's see what we're going to be met with, and it is a Snorlax, a good lead for once. All right, let's go. They're going to be swapping into Deoxys, and we're going to go ahead and bring in Gengar. Now, here is the tricky part about using Gengar up against Deoxys. You're doing a lot of damage, but they're also going to be able to do a lot back with Psycho Boost. Now, I'm going to show you a little thing here. If you don't know, shield up the first one at this health range or a little bit lower and let the next one go. You resist counters so much, you don't need to waste 2 shields unless you have some sort of strategy in which you needed to keep the Gengar alive. Take a look, no problem. All right, very good. Deoxys is good, but it's not God, right? So we're going to go ahead and go for a, hopefully they shield up. Focus Splat? No, they're like, nah, I'm not shielding up anything from you, Poke. So they've gained a bunch of energy. I'm fearing the superpower here. We're still going to let it go because it's not going to KO. There it is. Half health, not bad. Swapping into a Sylveon. GG's. Yeah, this is a GG's. They already know. They'll back out as soon as we get this Poison Fang off, and we take the win. Looking good. Sylveon is a very cute Pokemon, right? It is. I have nothing against it, but unfortunately, it's not good as far as PvP is concerned because it doesn't have moves to help its any situation in that it's in a bad situation. I mean, it's going to be getting Psyshock, sorry. It's going to be good up against poison types. Still going to take a while to get there. Then you have Last Resort that you're going to have to TM. Not good against Steel or Ghost. So it's just kind of like this pretty looking Pokemon. It's better charm users, right? Anyways, let's get into the commentary. We're going to swap into Gengar after getting off that Earth Power on the Politoed here. These Weather Balls are going to hurt. Yeah, those Weather Balls do a lot of damage. Gengar is just a glass cannon, and Politoed is a spam king. All right, so we're going to go ahead. I do believe let this go. I mean, there would be no point because they're going to just hit us with another one right after this. So we're letting it go, bringing in Nidoqueen, still holding on to 2 shields, and we are going to shield this one up, absolutely. And we're going to farm down, or they're going to instantly swap into their Ninetales here. And what we're going to do is farm this down. It's all on Nidoqueen. It's all on you, girl. Let's go. Can you pull this off for us? Oh, absolutely she can. Well, maybe. We'll see. I don't think so. We're going to go for a Poison Fang here. Okay. And going for another one. Now, oof, this is going to be close. But I don't think we'll win this one. Yeah, because I have a shield. Unless this KOs. Come on. If this can... let's see. Okay, okay. And we're going to get Charm down. Oh, or, I mean, Mudshotted. I forgot. I thought there was, for some reason, a Charmer in the back. Good game. You got me. Close one there. Into the next one, we're met with a Gengar. And that's good for us. They're swapping into Jitisect. All right, this trainer also gets Spice Points. 100% Spice Points for them have been awarded. And we're going to go ahead and swap into our Nidoqueen. It's not doing very effective damage with the poison moves, but I figured Earth Power is our best bet at this point. I don't really want to go in there with a Gengar. I mean, the reason why is because I knew that Magna Bomb, I was going to say that stupid Magna Bomb, it's a good move. It's just, man, it's spammy, and wow, it hits hard, and it doesn't take energy, too much energy to get off. It's crazy. So they're bringing in their own Gengar, and this is fine. I'm going to go ahead and build up a little bit of extra energy, maybe give them the illusion of an Earth Power, get a shield, beautiful, and we're also lowering the defense, absolutely perfect. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Scrafty here. Now, I was thinking maybe a Focus Blast, so I do use my last shield here, and it is a Shadow Punch. All right, nice bait. So don't think this is a Focus Blast. This takes too much energy. It's a Sludge Bomb, okay. And we're going to get off the foul play. What you got in the back, bud? All right, down goes Gengar and a Magnezone. Okay, well, that's GG's. I'm going to go ahead and swap into Gengar just to absorb whatever they throw at us here. They're building up extra energy, but we're just going to go for the Shadow Punch. Take the win, and looking good. I was actually going to make a Shadow Magnezone a few days ago, but I decided to not. I'm going to hold on for a community day. I did make a Magnezone, but it's just shiny. So they're swapping here into a Gallade. We have another Confusion user. Let's go ahead and see if we can work around this situation here. Getting a shield, getting to another Shadow Punch, which is great. It's going to do a lot of damage. Are we going to get 2 shields out of them? Beautiful. We already know that doesn't mean it's a bad thing for them. Using 2 shields on a Pokemon could lead you to a win, as we've seen several times already through this video. But I'm feeling pretty confident here. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through, calling it. Oof. That's a spicy call. Not going to lie. Because close combat would have been a GG for us. So we're going to shield this one up, not getting too brave here. And I'm brave, but not too brave in this situation. So we're going to go ahead and take him out with Foul Play. Very nice. In comes Galvantula. We're going to instantly swap into Nidoqueen. They bring out the Typhlosion. We're building up to Earth Power GG's. Gotta love this Nidoqueen Shadow. I love her. Oh, it's such a good Pokemon. I'm so happy finally a Poison type is literally at the forefront of the meta here. So let's go. We have Politoed lead. This isn't horrible. This isn't horrible. Scrafty is tanky. For sure. Scrafty can take hits. Now, super effective damage? Not really. Charm moves or fairy moves? Obviously not, because of Dark and Fighting. But when it comes to other things, look at that Earthquake. I know it's not getting stabbed, but man, that was some good amount of resistance there. They're swapping into their Alolan Ninetales with Charm. And you already know we're happy about that. We've built this team to protect the Scrafty, quite literally. And then the Scrafty is protecting the 2 in the back. But if the Scrafty goes down, well, the Gengar and the Nidoqueen are on their own. But we have proven that that's okay because they can hold their own. Just a bunch of toughies over here just toughing it out through the confusions. So we're getting that Earth Power through onto the Galarian Stunfisk, getting a shield from the Poison Fang. Great. They're swapping into Politoed. We're going to go ahead and lower that defense and swap ourselves into our Gengar. And we're not shielding anything up. This is solely to just absorb their energy and to do a little bit more damage. Like I said, I don't need to get off a charge move. We want to actually go in here and farm up with the Scrafty so we can get even more energy loaded up to go up against that Galarian Stunfisk. And we're simply going to hit that power-up punch. This is going to obviously not take it out, but we're going to be working our way there. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Had a blast with this team, and I'm just, I love these Pokemon. It's so fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!